This yard is making the whole neighborhood look terrible.
I'm doing the best I can.
Sir, sometimes someone's best deserves understanding, not judgment. Then you clean it if you care so much. I will, but first, let's remember we're talking about a person, not just a yard.
It's amazing how quickly people judge what they can see, yet never stop to ask about the story they can't. Sometimes, the greatest act of kindness isn't offering help. It's choosing compassion before criticism. After the neighbor walked away, I turned to the elderly woman and introduced myself. She stood quietly with her cane, then looked at me with a gentle smile and softly said, "Thank you. It's been a long time since someone stood up for me." I told her she didn't need to thank me, and asked if she would mind telling me what had happened. She looked toward the overgrown yard for a long moment before beginning her story. "Before I tell you what happened next, comment where you're watching from, so we can see how far this story reaches around the world." She told me that ever since losing her husband, taking care of the property had become harder every year. She tried to keep up with the yard the best she could, but age slowly took away the strength she once had. What hurt the most wasn't watching the grass grow taller. It was hearing people believe she had stopped caring about the home they had built together. Hearing those words changed the way I looked at the entire property. This wasn't an abandoned home. It was a home that someone still loved, but could no longer care for alone. I smiled and said, "Then let's make it look loved again." I unloaded my equipment and started by trimming the overgrown weeds spreading out into the street, then cleared the walkway leading to the front door and the path behind the house. Once every path was open again, I used the mower to level the entire lawn, covering both the front and back of the property. After that, I switched to my trimmer and carefully cut the remaining grass hidden in the tight corners and all along the fence where the mower couldn't reach. Finally, I used the blower to clear away every grass clipping, leaving the entire yard looking clean and cared for once again. When everything was finished, the elderly woman slowly walked to the front yard and looked around with tears in her eyes. Just then, the neighbor returned, stood silently for a moment, and quietly said, "I'm sorry. I judged you before I knew your story." The elderly woman smiled warmly and replied, "Thank you for seeing me, instead of only seeing my yard." And that's when I realized something I'll never forget. Compassion begins the moment we stop judging what we see and start caring about the person standing in front of us. If this story touched your heart, comment compassion for someone who may be carrying more than the world can see. Because every overgrown yard has a story, and every person deserves to be understood before they're judged. And if you believe kindness begins with compassion, please like, share, and follow for more heartfelt lawn care stories. Thank you so much for watching.